So as we were designing a smart house, we started with the basics in mind. So the first thing we did was outline the desired functionality that we wanted to have in the house. For our clients, we have a home technology checklist where we kind of go through system by system and talk about audio and video and networking and climate and security and surveillance. And so we went through that exercise ourselves to figure out what we wanted and where we wanted it and what rooms. From there, we turned that into a pre-wire plan. So even if we weren't going to put speakers in a room, for example, but we thought we might want them in the future, we knew we needed to get wire there. So we started off with a pre-wire plan. And that then led to what we call a device location drawing, or a DLD, which is what our technicians use to know which wire goes to where and how to label it out. So we always say you get one chance to wire a house when you're building a new home, and so we really took that advice to heart as we started wiring our own home. So as I mentioned earlier, we wired the house for audio, video, security, and a full lighting control system. And this is kind of the area where all of that wiring terminates back to. So this bundle of black wire you see here is almost all audio and video wire. So speaker wire, category 6 cabling, coaxial cabling, and then there's a little bit of green wire stubbed in there, which is the fiber optics that we ran to a few strategic locations in the house. And then all of this blue wiring you see here is the Lutron lighting control system. So both shade power supplies as well as the low voltage wiring that runs to the keypad. And those then come back to these panels here. This room will get nicely finished out. You'll see that here in the next episode that we do. This room will get nicely finished out. These are the power supply panels for the shade. This is the brains of the Lutron system here. And then this is the centralized dimming panel, which the Lutron system talks to say, light the kitchen lights to 80%, light the under cabinet lights to 65%. And this is where all the magic happens there. We've selected some equipment, but we haven't kind of selected it all, because one of the beauties of it is it takes a little bit of time and technology changes. So for example, televisions will be one of the last things we pick. We know we're going to do Sony 4K TVs, but there's new models coming out, in the next couple of months, and so we'll wait and do those at the last piece. And so technology, with it being ever evolving, we can kind of wait to pick some certain things out. We are going to be doing some wireless technology in the house, but we always say if you have a chance to run wire to a location, it's going to be better off than using wireless. We did strategically locate about 3 or 4 wireless access points to ensure that we have really good Wi-Fi coverage around the house, as well as outside the house, out on the deck and out in the front yard and out in the backyard. When you get one chance to wire a house, make sure you do it right. And then if you miss something, or if you're in a retrofit environment, wireless technology is a great way to go. But make sure you've got the right infrastructure in place to do that if you need to.